Hey guys, Sanjam here. I just wanted to make this video, this sort of rant, I guess you could say, on in response to the Superior Spotlight I did on Spider-Man. Now, if you want to hear a really good rant on Spider-Man in one more day, I suggest checking out Blow Some Stuff Up Dude's video, um, basically pertaining on one more day and his feelings about it, which is a great rant. Go support his video. It's an excellent video on one more day. Now, getting to the fact at hand, um, I think One More Day was a extremely rushed, extremely unthought out, poorly executed story arc in Spider-Man's mythology. That being said, I think it could have been handled differently. The way I've always wanted to see it, or the way I've always thought of what it could have been, is that Aunt May gets shot. She dies from it. Mephisto tries to make the deal. Neither Peter or Mary Jane accept the offer. She dies. And Peter's so distraught he goes into deep depression. Mary Jane, it affects the marriage between him and Mary Jane. Mary Jane divorces him because she can't bear to see him like that, so depressed and stuff like that. So not divorce him because he doesn't love her, because he doesn't love him. She divorces him because, she can't bear to see him like that. She still loves him, but she just can't bear to see him with that, and she can't go on living like that, living in that environment for however long it is. And basically what Brand New Day is Spider-Man's new life as a divorced person, and going on his adventures, so forth. That would have been great. So the whole idea about divorce being a whole issue, Joe Quesada said, and blah blah blah, it's a hot topic and shouldn't be touched and stuff like that. Well, I don't think he said it shouldn't be touched, but it's a hot topic. It's just totally falsified. It would make a better mythology. It would please both audiences, new readers and old readers and stuff like that. And I think he went the wrong direction because he just didn't like the marriage. So people have been asking me, why haven't you picked up a Spider-Man book lately? You really should. The stories are really good. I can't stand by someone who basically made a hypocrite. Is basically made as a hypocrite. I grew up loving Spider-Man because of what he stood for. He stood for, taking responsibility for your actions. In this case, there is no responsibility for the action he took. There is no consequence for what he took, and he doesn't see it because he doesn't remember it and stuff like that. So I can't stand by something like that. It stands for everything I go against, and I can't support someone who I can't read something that a character who doesn't hold up to his own standards, basically. Another argument, or another, not argument, I should say, another comment that was made is that, they could sort of understand why OMD happened. Because, Spider-Man does deal with a lot of problems. Yeah, he does deal with a lot of problems. But the fact is, whenever he makes a choice, sometimes isn't always, the most easiest choice. It's not the most easiest thing he can do, but it always makes the right choice because he understands, he has a responsibility. He has a moral code about him, and that he should uphold himself to higher standards. In One More Day, he totally throws that away, that whole responsibility thing, and just acts completely selfish. So it completely contradicts what the character stood for. And I can't stand by and sit here and say, I'll read Spider-Man, just for that one little instance. It's just the one little moment in time that he goofed up. Which I don't blame the character for. The character was written to do that. I blame, Joe Quesada who did it. I don't blame Straczynski so much because I think he was kind of forced into the writing the whole thing. That's just my opinion, though. But I think he's kind of forced into writing what actually happened to Spider-Man. So So yeah, and another thing about One More Day is the fact that marriages don't work and blah blah blah, and in the Marvel universe they can't write around marriages in the Marvel universe. Uh, there's a lot of couples that are married in the Marvel universe right now that providing excellent stories right now. Luke Cage and Jessica Jones with the baby in New Avengers. I think that's a great marriage right there. I mean, it provides more dynamic in the New Avengers books. I mean, especially when Luke Cage was hurt by um, the power drainer and stuff like that, and Jessica Jones had to go rescue Luke Cage and stuff like that in the New Avengers annual. I thought that was a great story. I thought that was very dynamic of that. It provides more depth as in the team uh, as characters than any other thing. Um, Regency Richards and the Fantastic Four. I mean, they've had a family forever now, and them going off and doing things as a family is just invites more readers, who are family oriented to follow along in their adventures. And Black Panther and Storm. I mean, their book every time I go to the comic shop is always sold out, so it has to be pretty good, right? I mean, even though they're married. And so that brings me to the next point. Do you actually think that Peter loved MJ? Because it felt kind of rushed. He felt I mean, he just basically said, okay, I just want to, help save May. I don't get a cost. I mean, yeah, I love you, but I really want to save May. If she actually meant that much to you, why would you throw that away? Why would you throw that away? I mean, granted that Aunt May was an important character in his life. Granted, she was a pivotal figure in his life, but so was Uncle Ben. Why was Uncle Ben brought back? Since he was all that important to him, doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, and it's just poorly executed and just very ill-conceived idea. So this brings up my last point about the One More Day thing, and that's with Joe Quesada. I don't hate Joe Quesada. I don't hate him, but I also don't respect him for this decision. He just believes in a certain way about Spider-Man. He believes Spider-Man should be a certain way, and blah blah, and this and that. He believes that the old Spider-Man is the Spider-Man that should stay the status quo in the Marvel Universe. But that doesn't evolve him as a character, though. It doesn't make him, a better character. It just regresses him back to a time where, people liked him more. In this day and age, a lot of people are looking for characters to evolve, looking for characters to be put in situations where they're not used to being, And this negates all that. It negates everything that people want. They want their comic book characters to be put in unique situations and to have them challenged. And doing this basically just negates, not only the history, but negates the evolution of this character. And that's a very sad thing once you think about it.